Welcome back to The Jump. I'm Richard Jefferson, still here with Kendrick Perkins, and now joining The Jump. While you might know him as a football analyst, he also played AAU basketball, and this individual played with Perk. They grew up playing in Houston. Marcus Spears. Look, I might need an interpreter for this segment with you two, but I think we're going to get through it. How you guys even have the same laugh, the same beard? Look at that. Look at that big Perk. See, that's little Marcus right there.
Dudes.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ballers came through them Houston Hoops, man.
So, funny thing, short story, Houston Hoops, their AAU coach was my college roommate, and he is now the head coach over at Georgia Tech. So shout out to my guy, Josh Pastner.
Sure is.
I'll be seeing him. Josh Pastner, I'll be seeing him this weekend. So, look, there's this footage of Adam Sandler playing pickup with some NBA stars that's been floating around. Sandler's one of the few celebrities known to be a bit of a hooper. Here's what Shaq had to say about Sandler's game on the Green Light podcast with Chris Long. Quote, Sandler's legit. Not pro legit, but he's definitely LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness legit. He's a great facilitator. Now, Swagoo, who do you think is the best celebrity hooper?
Master P, Percy Miller from the Boot, New Orleans. Make them say, I'm telling y'all, man, listen, this is crazy. But obviously we know P had a little spat in the NBA. But also, when I was at LSU, man, they used to come up to the LSU Rec Center. Him, his brother Silk, a lot of these dudes. Shaq played up there, Eddie George. We used to hoop in the LSU Rec Center. And I was like, man, P can hoop, right? And he got some sons that can hoop as well. But when you we always have this idea with the celebrity guys is that it's just, they play in the gym and they good when they playing against other dudes that ain't played in either in the NBA or dudes that could have played or played in college. Man, I'm telling y'all, P was that deal, bro. Playing against him at the LSU Rec Center, watching him play for Charlotte, and seeing him do his thing time and time again. When we was playing pickup ball, I was like, he got just as much game as a lot of dudes I played against that at least went to college and played D1.
Yep, and RJ, guess what? I'm piggybacking off of Big Swagoo. Here's why. And if you don't, I feel sorry for your loss, baby. Like them good people down there in Louisiana prayers up to Louisiana and everybody that was dealing with the hurricane. But let me say this. Spears brought it up, and I don't want this to get overlooked or overshadowed. The fact that Master P even had the opportunity to play in the NBA. The fact that he wore an NBA jersey speaks volumes alone. No other celebrity ever touched the foot of an NBA court, got a call or signed a contract. So, I mean, whether people want to talk about it was politics or whatever the case may be, he still had to show some type of level of competitiveness along with a skill set to even step foot in the NBA. So I'm going with Louisiana-born Master P as well.
See, now this is the thing. I'm really kind of leaning toward 2 Chainz. So you got the 2 Chainz, you got Quavo. You see, I don't trust these hype videos that I see online because it's like, they're edited. But look at this one-on-one with Harlow. Harlow didn't have a chance. I'm not going to count that bank. But look, at the end of the day, we had Ice Cube on this show a couple of weeks ago, and we asked who the best rapper basketball player was, and he said Shaq had hardware. So until somebody gets a platinum album like Shaq, it's still Shaq. So I got to go with 2 Chainz because 2 Chainz played D1 ball. If you play D1 ball, then to me, and you're 6'5", so that's going to be the individual I'm going to say. But I have seen Quavo and some of these other guys put in some work, so that's tough. But let's move on to the Lakers, who just added Rondo to their roster. Rondo spent time with the Hawks and Clippers last year, and he was traded to Memphis this offseason before agreeing to a buyout, which freed him up to return to LA. Now, Swagoo, how much do you think Rondo can help the Lakers?
It's huge, RJ. And listen, man, we just came off Shaq talking about Adam Sandler being a great facilitator. That's what Rajon is going to be. He's there to take LeBron off the ball. He's there to take Russ off the ball and allow them to do what they do by roaming and moving and cutting to the basket, but also high pick and roll, high screen with AD. They got big fellas. They got all of the big fellas back in their championship run. Here's the thing people forget about Rajon Rondo, and I know both of y'all played in the NBA and y'all played against him. on-ball defender as well. And listen, man, I know we don't like they don't like, on my side of the coin in the NFL, they don't like talking about defense, and they don't like talking about defense in the NBA either. But when you have Rajon Rondo, you feel comfortable with the guy that's bringing the ball up the court, but you also, he will pressure you 90 feet. He'll pressure you that entire way. But for me, when you look at the Lakers, right, and everybody talking about how old they are and experience absolutely matters, Rajon is there to do what he did 2 years ago when they were in the bubble. High screen and roll. I don't know if he gonna knock down shots like he did. If he do, the Lakers are gonna win it even more than I thought they were gonna win it. But on-ball defender, a facilitator, a guy that can get LeBron and Russ off the ball and run high screen and roll with AD, obviously, and that's where the strength lies, man. And when you start thinking about this season that's coming up, we got Giannis fresh off of a championship. A team made moves, but you saw that experience take hold in the finals. You saw defense become prominent in the NBA finals like it does every single year. So we're bringing in Rajon, an on-ball defender, a facilitator, to give your guys some rest. You'll be okay with that move that's been made. I see Perk done fizzed out because I'm dropping all this NBA hot fire.
Listen, you could keep dropping this NBA hot fire. I have no issue. And you know what? Thank God we lost Perk and we still got you here. This is a much better combination. My thing is, in 2019, when you talk about a distributor and everyone's like, oh, the Lakers got all these point guards as their one ball, people forget that the Lakers were fourth, and then Bron and Rondo got hurt in the same game. So this it gives you an opportunity so that if Bron needs time off, then you have two ball handlers. You got Russell Westbrook and you got Rondo. If Russell needs time off, now you got Bron and Rondo. You're not putting so much pressure on your superstars. So I think that this situation is perfect for the Lakers.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.